Hello party farmers, welcome back to WISNICE. Now there are some new microphone settings, so if the voice sounds a little bit different, that is why. But without further ado, let's head over to the wheel and see what we'll spin for today. Alright, let's spin the wheel, let's see what we'll get. Last time we had to remove the enable fieldstone, and we have to add the rule that we cannot repair. Okay, we're back to the no repairing. That's not great, because I actually wanted to repair the tractor today. But I guess that has to wait for another time. But without further ado, let's hop in the game and see what that has in store for us. Okay, we can't repair. Now, that is a little bit annoying, I have to say. We maybe have to find a different tractor, if that is the case. Which wouldn't be great, because we probably have to downgrade. But we're not there yet. We're not there yet. We still have a little bit of the yellow bar left. Now, while we drive this back, let's have a little look at our lands. Because we're still in February. We're still in the same month we left off last time. Because we have to reseed all the fields. And we have to herbicide spray the bottom two fields as well. Probably have to fertilize the grassland. But yeah, let's first get this trailer back over to the yard. And then we'll probably start the spraying process. And that is all the spraying done. Oh, with these wide reaching machines, it is just so quick to get all of the fields done. Now we still have to get that one grass bill out of here. And then we can do some fertilize spraying on the grass field too. And then we kind of have to decide what to plant in these two fields. Because the field over here, right next to the yard, and right next to the chickens, I was thinking of planting barley in there. Because that is something that the chickens eat. And it would be good to have the crop that the animals eat kind of close by. But then again, we still have about 8k worth of, let's say 8k worth of grains in the trailer, 8.7k even. And the chickens have eaten about half in 1.5 to 2 months. Also, we're getting 101 pieces of eggs. Very good. So I think that this barley will last them at least a little while. Which means that we could plant something different here. Now, of course, we have to do something about the pH value as well. But what would be a good plant in here? We haven't done soybeans in a while. And soybeans don't require any nitrogen, which is a plus. And there's only a little bit of nitrogen in here, so that should be fine. Yeah, definitely soybeans. And probably the same in here too. pH value here is still fine. Ooh, except for this part. I would say the pH value here is still okay. Probably next, after the next harvest, we'll have to do some lime spreading there. But yeah, first we'll lime spread this field behind the bar, and then we'll start the seeding, and we'll do that in a little moment. Both of the fields are now fully seeded with the oats. No, we folded in, thank you. Because someone forgot to look at what he was actually spraying with herbicide, which actually is soybeans. So we already have soybeans planted. Now, since this is not a soybean-only farm, there is now oats in these two fields. Because oats is a relatively high-yielding crop. And it leaves us with some straw bales that we can then bale and sell. As well as looking, speaking of bales, these are only 80%. I feel like they take a lot longer in hard mode, but that might be me. But then again. Now, we're not done with the fields yet. We still need to roll them. But I really wanted to check the bills to hopefully be able to sell some of them. But I don't think we can do that just yet. Also, before we roll, we have to feed the chickens, because they're already halfway through all of their barley, and we need to keep the chickens fed, because even though they're not fully matured, they are giving us at least some eggs. And you know what I say, some eggs are better than no eggs. Or is it rather have 1 egg in your hands than 10 eggs on the ground? I don't know. There are weird sayings all over the world. We can disconnect this here, so we just have to connect to the trailer, and then we're able to feed the chickens. Now there is a big point of the durability of this tractor. It is starting to get deep orange now, which is not a very good sign. And soon we probably have to sell it before it completely breaks down. We can't really do anything with it. And then we have to look into buying probably a new tractor, because I don't think, well, there is this in the sale, but we probably can't afford that. Now this we can afford, but the point is that we need to be able to pull this seeder, which is 210 horsepower. And that is probably the most horsepower required on this farm. Which is okay, We can always downgrade the seeder as well, which wouldn't be a huge deal. The thing then would be is that we constantly have to cultivate the fields, because we don't have to do that with the current seeder, and that really makes the planting go a lot faster. But yeah, I will start rolling the 2 fields, and I'll see you back when that is done. With that, the rolling of the fields is almost done. And now the fields are prepped for the next harvest, except that we do need to have some herbicide sprayed. But we'll do that on a later date. We can't do that quite yet. And all that's left now is the fertilizing of the grass field. Something we have, we still need to do. Definitely we want the best yield out of the grassland as we can. Because that is the main moneymaker. I have to say, the silage is very much worth it. And let's see. It's still not done. 82%. I don't get it. It might be because of the hard mode, but it really does feel like that the silage bales take, or the grass bales take a lot longer to become silage than on the easy mode. But then again, that might just be my imagination. We'll have to get the liquid fertilizer in here, and we'll do some spraying. And this is also going to be one of the last jobs, I think, for this tractor. Since we can't repair, we do have to sell this sooner rather than later. And the thing is, we do need to have the silage bales sold, both batches, the one that is all the way back in the grass field and the one that is in the yard. Because, especially on hard mode, we just don't have the luxury of only selling one batch. Because I have a tractor in mind. Let's see, medium tractors all the way down the line. So we have some extra tractors in here that are possibly gonna be very nice. I've been looking at this one. It is 225 horsepower, Massey Ferguson. The only thing that we do need to add is a front hydraulics, which makes this come up to 160,000 euros, which is quite a bit. We're currently at 44. But we can sell this tractor for about 80k. We still have to repaint it, but it should lead it over the 80k mark. Which means that we only need, realistically, about 40k to put in ourselves. Which I would say is very doable. Especially with the silage. I've estimated that 23 silage bales, or 20 silage bales, would be around 25k-ish. 23 to 25, somewhere along those lines. And that is on the hard mode. If we wouldn't have hard mode, we can get at least 80k out of it. But I mean, it wouldn't be a challenge series if we wouldn't have somewhat of a challenge in terms of money. But yeah, we've only used this tractor this day and the durability has dropped down dramatically, which is somewhat concerning. But then again, it should be manageable. And we also have the small silo that we can get rid of. Now that we have a very, very big trailer that can pretty much hold anything we put in it. Any field that we put in it, it will probably hold. It even holds the whole big field that we have just rolled. So that should be fine. Not sure how much that sells for. We have had it for quite a while. But it is something that we, of course, can look into. It's a little bit of a setback. in terms of money and progress-wise. But I mean, we have to respect the rules. We have to respect the don't repair rules. Now we're gonna at least wait till next episode to sell this tractor. Not only because then the that would probably be the moment where the silence is ready, but then we also have a small chance that we roll the don't repair again, so we can actually repair. Because I'd rather have this thing repaired, because it's been such a nice upgrade to have. And I don't really want to be taking out any more of the loans. Since we owe this loan are right over here, we still have about 400k in debt that we still need to pay off. But then again, everything in due time, everything in due time. Especially with these bigger fields that we have created now, we are getting a lot more out of all the fields instead of the small ones. But yeah, I'll finish this job and I'll see you back when that's all done. And with this big machine, this is a piece of cake, making short work of this field. And the chicken do yield us a little bit of eggs, not a whole lot, but eggs are worth quite a little bit. Let's see, eggs. Okay, to be honest, I thought they were worth a little bit more than that, but they are declining. So maybe around April, May, June would be a better way to sell it. We should have a little look at the eggs. But for now, let's store the herbicide away, or the fertilizer away. And yeah, with looking at the clock, 1841, I think that is a great time to have another look at the bills. Still 82%. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's episode. It has been a lot of planting, a lot of prep work, and a lot of thinking of what we're gonna do with this tractor. But we'll find out next episode if we either land on the hard difficulty again, so we can remove it, or on the don't repair. But yeah, there rest me nothing than to wish you a great day. And if you've enjoyed this episode, a like would be highly appreciated. And if you're coming back on the regular, why not subscribe? It helps me out a ton. But have a great day, and hopefully catch you in the next video real soon.